Listening to yourself while speaking, while you're recording your voice, is totally different. And listening to your recorded voice is totally different. It gives you two different perspective on things. Hello everybody, how are you all? I hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of learning English with me. Today I have a pro task for all of you that is going to help you improve your fluency a lot. Your speaking skills are going to improve a lot with this one pro task. Why task? Because we are going to combine two techniques here. We are going to combine two techniques for this pro task, which is going to improve your fluency immensely, and you'll feel good about your speaking skills. You know what? A lot of times people think that the way they want to speak and the way they actually speak is different. There is a difference between these both things, the way they want to speak and the way they actually speak. And this pro task, this combination of two techniques is going to help you bridge that gap between the way you want to speak and the way you actually speak. You will be able to achieve your desired fluency, desired level of fluency, and you will feel good about it. You will feel confident while speaking English. So, are you ready for this? Are you ready to take up the Pro Task Challenge? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out on any lesson that I upload for you on the channel. Also, like the video and share it with your friends. Share it as much as possible. Coming back to today's lesson, that is this pro task for you. This pro task needs to be followed for 3 weeks at least. Follow it for 3 weeks. The schedule is going to be 3 weeks, and that is 5 days in a week. So in totality, you're going to practice it for what? 15 days. Because when you are taking up one task, repeating it after 15 days would be creating a monotony. After 15 days, you need to change your study pattern. So you're going to take up this one task only for 3 weeks, for 15 days. That is from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, you are going to take up the pro task that I'm going to tell you today. And Saturdays and Sundays are going to be your days. They are free for you to do anything that you want to do related to English speaking, English learning. Take up the tasks that you want to take up, the tasks that you love. Take up something that you love doing. Saturdays and Sundays are for you. For vocab, for listening, whatever you want to practice, do that. But for 5 days in a week, you are going to do this pro task where I'm going to combine two techniques. Number one is going to be the picture description. A simple technique yet very effective because we need a base to speak upon. When we have something in front of us on which we have to speak, it's easier for us to speak. We do not have to search our mind for some random content. No, we have a base to create content. So technique number one is going to be picture description, and technique number two is a professional technique that I love a lot. Record your voice. Recording your voice. Now remember, last time when I took up a technique like this, I combined two techniques for you. Mirror talk and record your voice for a very professional effect to develop your fluency. Today is going to be a professional technique with something basic so that you can follow it for a long period of time and it's easier to follow. We are going to combine these two techniques. There are going to be 4 stages. I'm going to give you the demo too. Every time I give you a demo, this time also we are going to include a demo. Do not worry about it. So let's begin with this pro task for all of you. Let's begin with all the stages now. So stage number 1 is warm up session. Now this warm-up session is going to begin with the picture description. Remember, this is warm-up session, no recording. You're not recording your voice right now. This is the warm-up session. For that, you have to search a picture. You can easily go on Google. You can search any picture on Google. Simply search on Google for particularly a street, market, children who are playing, any kind of scenery, you can describe it. I'm going to give you a demo right now using this picture. So this is the picture that I'm going to use. Quite beautiful and colorful, isn't it? And because this is the warm-up session, let loose. Speak freely. You do not have to pay attention to anything. Do not judge yourself. This is your warm-up session. No judging, no recording. Speak whatever you want to about this picture. Speak it out loud and be comfortable with it. Let's start with the warm-up session then. It's such a beautiful picture and I'm in love with all the umbrellas hanging above the street. The colorful umbrellas create a canopy over the hustle and bustle. The hustle and bustle down on the street represents happiness. Look how happy people look, and they are clicking snapshots, they are taking pictures. It looks as if the street is full of tourists, and it gives me such European summer vibes. Look at the number of windows. Can you count them all? Well, I think it is going to take me a while to count all the windows of these buildings. It's such a lovely scene. Now, that is how you're going to describe a picture. If you have something more to say, just say it out loud. Do not worry about whatever you're speaking. This is the warm-up session. Now we are moving to stage number 2. Stage number 2 is record your voice. Now, this is the time you're going to look at the picture once again and you have to record your voice. Whatever picture you have selected, look at it. This is the time you have to focus. Warm-up is over. Pay attention to what you are saying. This is going to be focused task now, recording your voice, because we have to pay attention to what we are saying. Remember, we are going to bridge the gap between what we actually say and how we say it and how we want to say. That is how we want ourselves to sound and how we actually sound. We're going to analyze it, we're going to compare it, and then we're going to bridge the gap between these two things because it's different. The way you want to speak is different than the way you actually speak. Now, how different it is and in what manner is it different? Is it good different or bad different? We are coming to it. Do not worry about it. I'm going to tell you how to analyze it in the next step. So for now, focus on what you're saying. Once you hit the play button on your mobile phone, you're recording on an app in your mobile phone. There are ample of apps available. Go to a particular app, play the hit button and focus on what you're saying. Focus on how you want to say it. Pay attention to the kinds of sounds you are making, all the sounds you are producing, because this is going to help you develop your fluency. Once you have created content, this time it will be easier for you to speak. You've already practiced speaking using that picture. This time it's going to be easier. You'll be able to create that content easily. So your focus on the content will be less. Because your focus on creating content is less, you will be able to pay attention to the way you are speaking, the kind of sounds you're producing. And your mind will be able to analyze how to speak it. Not what to speak, but how to speak. Our focus is on how to speak. That is your fluency, how to speak English fluently, isn't it? So you have to speak and you have to pay attention to each and everything you are speaking. This is very important because if you won't pay attention towards what you're speaking in this stage, while you listen to your recording, you'll be helpless. You will be helpless. So it's important to focus. Focus on what you are saying while recording your voice. So pay attention, focus, and listen to everything. Listen to whatever you're saying while recording your voice. Listen to it. Stage number 3. So stage number 3 is going to be listen and compare. You have recorded your voice. This is the time you are going to listen to that recording and you're going to compare. You have to listen attentively. Now, while you're listening to it, compare. What were you thinking while speaking? When you were speaking and recording at that particular time, what did you think? What was happening? How you think you were able to speak, your level of fluency. And while you're listening, once again, evaluate. You have to compare, what are you listening to right now? Is it good? Is it bad? What can you analyze? How would you grade yourself? Do that. Listen to it attentively. You have to listen to it completely, attentively, and make small comparison. Just compare. Are you feeling good about how you spoke? Do you think there is scope to improve more? Were you able to speak as you were thinking you were speaking at that particular time? So compare, listen and compare. That is the thing. Stage number 4. Stage number 4 is to evaluate. Now, evaluation is very important, and do not just evaluate on what you were not able to do. No, please don't. Remember, again, in the recent video on Mirror Talk and Record Your Voice, I told you about the evaluation, that it's very important to pinpoint something that you did really well. Because if you're not going to appreciate your achievements, you will not be able to improve your weak areas. So while you're evaluating, what you're going to do is you're going to create 2 columns. Take your notebook, take your vocab diary, take your journal, English journal, create 2 columns, okay? One column would be something that you did better than your expectations. Now, there are going to be things you have done better than your expectation. You might not be expecting yourself to speak in such a manner, and then you did that. Maybe there was this particular sentence you spoke so fluently. There is an idiom that you used naturally. You were speaking so naturally for these few sentences. You used some adjectives. Whatever you did good, you have to note down that. Something better than your expectations. Something that you did better than your expectations. You were not even expecting this about yourself, and you listened to your recording and you felt really good about it. Okay, wow, I did this. That's really nice. Appreciate it. Find out something that you have done really well and appreciate yourself. Write it in that column, the appreciation column. Now, second column is your improvement column. Whatever you think that this point is the gap between that desired fluency, you have to write that down. So you have appreciated yourself, appreciated your achievements, appreciated something that you did not even realize you have done really, really well. That I have done this, and yes, I was not expecting this. You have appreciated yourself. Now focus on something that you need to improve, because improvement is necessary. In order to become fluent, in order to become a better version of yourself, you have to improve. So now you are good. You have done something good, really good. Let's become better. In order to do that, write 2 things that you want to improve. So note down those 2 things that you want to improve. And for 15 days, you're going to work on that. Maintain your achievements. Try to maintain them and improve your weak areas. Whatever are the points that you think you have to improve, work on those areas. That's what you have to do. So that's it. This is the pro task for you. Do it for 15 days. Consider it as your 15-day challenge. So I'm giving all of you 15-day challenge of this pro task. Take up this pro task and see the improvement in the way you speak. The way you speak, how you speak English, the fluency level will increase definitely. So take up this particular task. If you want to know more about the techniques that I have discussed today, that I have taken up in this particular task, you can go to the respective lessons of both the techniques and check them out for more information. So these are the techniques. These are both the lessons. You can go check them out. One thing I want to tell you is listening to yourself while speaking, while you're recording your voice, is totally different. And listening to your recorded voice is totally different. It gives you 2 different perspectives on things. And these 2 perspectives, they are going to help you a lot, believe me. So remember that this is important for you. These 2 perspectives are important for you. So that's it for today. That's the lesson. I'm gonna meet you again in a new lesson. Till then, everybody, keep practicing, keep learning English. Take care and bye.